Hey curl friends, welcome back to Curls by Sharlene. Today I'm excited to show you how to use a hooded dryer attachment. Do you want beautiful, bouncy, frizz-free curls? Whether you're new to using a hooded dryer or looking for tips to improve your drying routine, this video is for you. I got this attachment from Temu, and if you use my link in the description box, you can download the app and get this particular product at an exceptionally low price. Don't forget to use my code. You can get 30% off extra when you check out. And if you use my link to first download Temu, you can get £100 coupon off your first shop. £100. The first step is prepping your hair. You want to start on freshly washed hair, conditioned, all nice and perfect. Apply your leave-in styling products. I've done that. You want to use products that are perfectly designed for curly hair so the moisture is retained in your hair and definition is on point. Here you go. This is what it looks like, and it's got one end with a little string attachment that attaches to your hair dryer, and the larger hole is what goes over your hair. Usually I diffuse my hair with a diffuser attachment. You need to remove this diffuser attachment, and then it's time to attach this little contraption to your blow dryer. This is step number 2. The end is actually stretchable. A non-slip hose collar can fit almost all hair dryers. So it says not every hair dryer can fit there, but mine certainly did, and I had no problem whatsoever. Then it's time to attach the hood to your head. I flipped my head over to get my hair into the hood, but I don't know why I found this so fiddly. Maybe because it was my first time ever doing this. Now there's a drawstring, as you can see. All you got to do is pull it down and it fits any size head. From kid size to adult size, there's no problem. Then you nicely tuck your hair into this hood and pull the drawstring. And make sure your ears are outside the hood. You don't want to blow hot air straight into your ears. Step number 3 is the heat and speed settings. I set my blow dryer to a medium heat and a medium speed setting, and I alternated between the medium heat and the cold. The goal is really to dry your hair gently without causing frizz or overheating. Now Temu is so good. It actually says to use on the lowest setting to prevent heat damage, and it's true. I had to keep switching every 2 minutes to the cold setting because it was feeling like my head was getting hot. Your scalp when it's like, oh, that's a bit hot. The minute I felt that, I switched to the cold setting straight away. Another little tip that I do on a regular is I put earplugs in my ears because that loud noise just going straight into your ears. I promise you, when you get older, you will thank me for telling you to wear ear protection because your ears are so important. I won't go on and on, but I'm in my 30s already and I get ringing in my ears, and I can just tell you, you need to protect your ears. Step number 4, let's actually use this thing. Okay, my first impression does feel a bit weird, and once the air inflates it, it feels like it's going to fly away or fall off, but actually it's very secure. This drawstring thing on it works very well. I did think, this is weird, it's gonna come off, but it stayed on the whole time. There was no problem. It just inflates and it moves slightly because the air is inflating it, but really it's all good. It also felt very lightweight. It's easy to use, and they've also said it's great for styling and setting with rods or rollers. Now I'm doing a wash and go to see how it turns out. Step 5, diffusing my curls. I stopped and checked after 15 minutes and it wasn't dry. I did another 20 minutes. So that was about 35 minutes in total, but I was on the cold setting a lot because on the hot setting, it felt like it was burning my scalp. Sad to say, it definitely takes longer to dry with this than normal diffusing, but no hands, and the definition is off the chain. Wow, it's crazy. So I had to diffuse my hair after this as well because it wasn't dry. You can even do your lipstick while you're diffusing, or your makeup. It feels a little bit like wet plopping. If you haven't watched my video on that, I've done one before. Here you go. I have to just tell you, the biggest pro of using this is no hands. I can do whatever I want. I can be on my phone, I can sleep. You know, if you're using a diffuser attachment, those arms will be aching and the muscles will be growing. Every week on wash day, it's the same thing. Is it dry yet? Is it dry yet? Whereas with this, you don't have to worry about your arms getting sore or hurting or checking every few seconds. You just leave the hairdryer and hooded attachment to do their thing. And you can move your head around. It's not like you have to sit in one position, you know, with like a proper hooded dryer. That's why the hooded attachment, I feel, is a little bit better because it's flexible. You're not sat in that one position. Step number 7 is finishing products. Like a small amount of oil when your hair is dry. Yeah, this step actually helps to maintain the health of your curls and keeps them looking vibrant and shiny, and it's best to separate the curls with oil in your hands. A big difference and less frizz, I can assure you. Now, I know my curls are looking like shrinkage central and it just doesn't look as perfect as you'd like them to look. Trust the process, I promise you. As you get to the end of my video, you'll see how good these curls come out. Now, I'm just going to run through some pros and then some cons about using this hooded attachment. Let's start with the pros. Number 1 for me is hand-free drying. This is the top of my list. I want to multitask, I want to eat and do my hair, I want to edit and do my hair, I want to watch TV and do my hair. Like, I thrive on multitasking. So if you are a multitasker and you want to do so many things at once, this attachment is so apt. The second one is even distribution of heat. One of the biggest pros of using a hooded dryer attachment is the distribution of heat. This helps in drying your curls uniformly without causing frizz and uneven drying. I definitely agree with this. Enhanced curl definition is number 3. Yes. Look at how defined my curls are. I mean, come on. This is because it really encourages our curls to form without disturbance. You're not touching, holding to check if it's dry. Number 4, less manipulation, of course, compared to other drying methods like air drying or using a blow dryer with a diffuser or without a diffuser. Using a hooded dryer attachment actually involves less manipulation of your curls, which can help in maintaining their shape and reduce frizz. Definitely. The next pro is cost and space. I mean, look at how cheap it is at Temu. And the space, I mean, you just fold it up, put it in your suitcase, and you can travel the world. You can put it in a little slot, it folds up, you wouldn't even know it was there. The shrinkage, guys. We're gonna have to sort that out. But the definition, look at this. Wow. It's lovely, isn't it? It's nice. And the last pro is that it's easily portable. With this attachment, you can take it anywhere to the hotel, use the blow dryer there. You don't have to make sure that you have your diffuser attachment or your blow dryer with you. You just get this hooded attachment and you're good to go. So considering all these pros, I mean, wouldn't you get it? Like, the pros certainly seem to outweigh the cons. So this is day 1 and yeah, it doesn't look like the shape is very good, but let's move on to day 2. There you go. Doesn't the hair look so much better? I'm moving on to the cons and there's only 3 of them. On to the first one, potential over drying. The problem with this is you could be drying and your hair could be dry already. You don't really know, can I feel it? You have to remove the whole attachment to find out, it's dry, it's wet, you know. Depending on the heat settings and duration of use, there's a risk that you could be over drying, which can potentially lead to frizz and loss of moisture. Moving on to the second con is less control. The drying process compared to handheld dryers, for some people, this lack of control can be a downside. So I found I don't really know when my hair is going to dry, especially since this was the first time I tried this, but you need to experiment, obviously. On to number 3, the last con. This is the major one, longer drying time. While it can be efficient for some, like me, you know, your hands are free, for others with very dense and thick curls, yes, that's me. I have type 3C, there's maybe 3B, but if you have very thick hair and the density is like mine or even more, it will take a longer time to dry than normal diffusers attached to a dryer. This hooded attachment I felt took much longer for me because I had to keep putting it on the cold setting and I was worried about burning my hair, you know, damaging it or burning my scalp. Now, in conclusion, this is actually a simple and effective way to use a hooded dryer attachment to diffuse or dry your curly hair. I would suggest experimenting with different techniques and products to find out what works best for your unique curl type and porosity. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more curly hair tips and tutorials from me. Thanks for watching Curls by Sharlene. Don't forget to use my Temu code for more discounts. Check out these related videos and subscribe to my channel for more updates. See you next time. Bye.